I'm Heyzeus, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the one true free knife that you can get in CSGO, the knife that you can buy with just in-game drops. Sponsored by Skinport, the easy to use skins marketplace where you can sell your skins for real cash, more about them later. So this video is really a bit of an experiment to see whether something is possible. We all know you get drops when playing CSGO, but we don't pay much attention to them because normally they're only worth a couple of cents, so I mean, who cares? But what if you could convert those drops into something valuable, like, I don't know, a knife? Okay, and sure, maybe a butterfly knife is a bit unrealistic, but any knife at all. Is it possible? Well, that's what we're going to find out. So let's have a look at what drops you can get in the first place. Each week you can get one level up drop, which is either a skin drawn from one of 8 collections or a graffiti. In addition to that, you can get dropped 1 to 2 cases per week as well, and that's in addition to a couple of wild cards that we'll talk more about later. Now, you'd assume the big money is in the skins. So 52 drops, which are either graffitis or skins, let's assume they're split 50-50, I don't see why they wouldn't be. How much can you make per year off these things? Well, there are some very valuable skins in these collections. So, for example, in the Inferno collection, there is a factory new Integrally, a skin worth about $200 US. That'd land you a pretty nice knife, wouldn't it? But when you crunch the numbers, they're god awful. So you have a roughly 1 in 2.1 million chance of getting one of these things when you get a drop. Realistically, that's just not happening. And realistically, you're looking at 1 mil-spec skin per year tops, and on average those will sell for $1. Now, you'll probably also get 5 industrial grade skins, you'll get about 10 cents each on those, and 20 consumer grade skins, which will sell for more like 2 cents after Steam tax. And those 26 graffitis, yeah, they're only worth about 1 cent after Steam tax, but hey, that's $2.16 all up. That's pretty good, right? I mean, the cheapest knives are only $70, so all we need to do is find another $67.84. Sounds pretty easy, right? But the good news is, the big money isn't in these shit tier skins and graffitis, it's actually in the cases. Now, in the past, case drops weren't really worth anything, they were worth maybe a cent. In fact, you may as well have just outright deleted them rather than selling them. But then, a certain East Asian nation started getting really big into CSGO, and they decided they really liked these things, and all of a sudden, those prices started going up.
女士们、先生们，大家好。
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Now, weirdly enough, we don't really know for sure how many cases you can get dropped per week. Sure, 20 million people may play this game each month, but basically none of them actually keep track of this stuff, so we don't really know. In late 2019, Valve did increase the weekly cases you could get dropped from 1 to 2, but it may have been reduced back to 1 in the meantime. I couldn't conclusively figure it out either way, but we'll just assume we're limited to 1 case drop per week. That's all we need. Now, there's also different drops for Prime and non-Prime players. Only Prime players can get new cases. We'll assume we're using a Prime account because we want to be getting that new case. That is where we're going to be making our cash. Your average drop is worth like 3 cents, not heaps, but if you get a brand new case right after it comes out, well, that can be $10 right there. And for a couple of months afterwards, that case can be worth anything from $3 to 50 cents. So, generally speaking, Valve releases 3 cases per year, and if we can get just one of them right after it comes out, which is a reasonable bet given there's only 5 drops in the pool, that will net us $10 right there. And let's say we also get 6 new cases after they've been out for a couple of weeks, which would net us about another $6. And then we'll assume that the remaining cases we get are all worth 3 cents. Well, all up, we've ended up with $17.35, which means all in all, we have $19.51. Again, not quite the $70 we need to get that knife, but believe it or not, that's already enough money. In fact, we've basically got all we need at this point. Sure, there's ways we can take it further, but from $19.50, we can get a knife. Easy. So, how do we do that? Well, it's simple. When the major rolls around, we invest all the money in autograph capsules when they go on sale. We've got enough for 78 of these capsules, and we're going to buy them and hold on to them. And I know a lot of people who invest in capsules watch my content, but you're probably still going to be surprised at just how much money you're going to end up with. So if we'd invested in Berlin 2019 autograph capsules during the major sticker sale, so about a year ago, and sold them today, we'd find ourselves with $80. We'd have made a profit of $60.50, enough to get a gut knife urban mast, a Navajo knife Damascus steel, or a used set of butt plugs. However, if we sold our capsules at their peak prices in July, with the benefit of perfect hindsight, admittedly, we'd have more like $160, maybe even a bit more, enough to buy a Bowie knife case hardened, or a Falchion knife Crimson Web, or a flip knife Autotronic. All pretty nice knives and nothing to be scoffed at, all starting from absolutely nothing just 2 years ago. But we've got options to try and push things even further. So for one, you could have a Smurf account. A lot of people do. In fact, I've got a couple of spare accounts lying around, both with Prime. And if you play on your Smurf regularly, you can potentially double the number of drops you get. Now, it'd probably be dishonest to say that means double the money. I think we've been pretty optimistic with the numbers so far, but having a Smurf that also has Prime status, definitely makes it a lot easier to get yourself a knife. And then there's the wild card. So there are these things called rare drops, where very occasionally you can get dropped a case that's been discontinued, like this guy here who got a CSGO weapon case, a case that was discontinued in early 2014. Now, not all of these cases are worth very much, but some of them are, like this Bravo case, which is worth $27. Now, your odds of getting one of those is pretty low. We don't know the exact number, but if it happens, well, that's going to help a lot. But there is an even bigger wildcard than that. Operations. You see, Operation Shattered Web brought in a system where you could complete challenges to get drops, and towards the end of the operation, it became profitable to start completing the challenges on the Battle Pass to farm drops. Now, the amount of money you could get varied wildly depending on what your luck was, but the 8 cases were a guaranteed $6, the agents could be anything from $4 to $8, the stickers would generally get you $1 to $2, and the skins could get you anything from $1 to $2,000. Although in fairness, around $5 is a reasonable average price. So as long as you had the $15 to buy the Battle Pass to start things off, you could more or less endlessly make money by farming drops and switching from account to account. And provided you're someone who's got the time to do it, well, this provides a pretty easy way to add more money to the pile, and as a bonus you could play Counter-Strike with your friends at the same time. But it does all depend on Valve actually bringing out another operation, and who knows when on earth that is going to happen. Knowing them, it'll probably be 2025 or something, but if it turns out that the next operation is only 2 months away instead, well, that could be your opportunity, and with a little bit of luck, maybe you could end up being able to afford that butterfly knife after all. Who knows? Anyway, before I finish this video, I do want to acknowledge that yes, there are a lot of assumptions in here, the rough estimates, approximations. I'm looking at stuff with the benefit of hindsight because I can't know what's going to happen in the future, but hopefully I've shown that if you are persistent and patient enough, you can afford a knife from your in-game drops. And if 2 years seems like a long time, well, let's be real. A lot of you were playing CSGO 2 years ago, weren't you? In fact, you've probably been playing a lot longer than that. And anyway, I just wanted to show that it's doable. And with that, I think we're done here. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, massively appreciated. And a big thank you to Skinport for sponsoring this channel. Skinport, formerly known as SkinBay, it's the same site. All that's changed is the name, is a skins marketplace and cash out site. It's safe, convenient, easy to use. It's got a super competitive sales fee of 5% if you put skinport.com in your username, a really, really low fee if you're looking to sell your skins. If you're looking to buy instead, it's got a ton of great deals with over 100,000 CSGO skins listed, as well as easy to use deposit and withdrawal options. Awesome site, check it out, link is in the description. Anyway, that's it from me. As always, Trust the numbers, not your guts. I'm Heyzeus. Thanks for watching. See ya.